Yesterday I was talking about all the characters in Strive. So a lot of people were like, what's up with Bridget? How good is Bridget? I think the consensus for most people is that Bridget's pretty good. Obviously, the mid-range buttons are really good. Like, you just look and you're like, that yo-yo do be going far. And as a projectile, it's pretty solid. The movement the character has is also very strong and really hard to deal with. Almost every knockdown, you can just always get a safe jump or mix up off of it. That's pretty scary. And then you can do it again. You have a DP, which is really nice. And you have a 5-frame 2K. You can mash your fastest button while crouching. And it's a low attack, which is really nice. A range super. That's pretty solid. Good routing. You build a ton of meter. Also, the character builds a lot of risk really easily. The biggest problems, I think, are hurt boxes on the buttons are easier to counter poke than characters like, Ram. The damage and the health are like the spooky things. The damage is getting better, I think. All the tools seem like they could be good enough for this character to be really strong or just like pretty good, depending on how they connect, right? If everything is knitted together nicely, it could be all right. We should just watch some British footage, watch some brisket footage, and then see like what everybody's doing with the character so far and talk a little bit about some of the good stuff. I know a lot of you probably know Mochi, right? The Soul player. Mochi is like a Bridget player. Kazunoko has been playing a lot of Bridget. KV has been playing a lot of Bridget. Umisho's been playing lately too. So this is Mochi. Obviously, you know Mochi, the Soul player, plays Bridget in Plus R, right? And the XX series. So is familiar with the character and built the legacy way, and also is quite strong in general. Really good player, knows the game well. Some things to talk about already that I thought was interesting in this. This is 6P hitbox, and then notice the big thing that most of the time you cancel into on 6P for this character is the scooter. The scooter is pretty nice because if it hits the 6P, you can just do scooter and then instant follow-up, and it does the shoot follow-up where you spin the yo-yos and it hits really high up. You do 6P and they block it and you scooter, then you can like get off the scooter and like do 2K, 2D or whatever you want to do. So that's pretty nice. I like the yo-yo toss. It's kind of like Testament's succubus, right? Even if this is thrown and the projectile doesn't hit, it leaves something on the screen that you can interact with, right? It forces your opponent to consider what's happening back here. And you can also change your jump arc too, right? So for that reason, it's like very spooky. Obviously, it goes away on block, it goes away on hit. So not, it's not like it lingers forever, but as soon as you have it, it's like a big threat, Something to think about. The other thing too is that the normals are so good. Like, Bridget's normals are incredibly good. So you have the 2S, I think, is actually 2S and 5H are the juiciest normals. Far Slash is good, but I think both of those two buttons are juicy because 5H just has huge potential when the yo-yo's already out, and also you can counter poke with it and then you can scoot, right, which is really great. And then the other thing about it that's really good is that 2S is like great because I'm sure if you've played this character at all, either played the character or played against this character, everybody mashes 6P against you, right? Like, that's the main thing about playing Bridget. Everybody is just doing 6P against you all the time. And so having 2S as a threat is very useful because it beats people trying to poke against what you're doing, right? So this is what I mean about the pressure. 2K2D knockdown, yo-yo set. When you get to roll here and then go empty low into 6H and it doesn't work, and then roll again, this is pretty nice to have. Do your mix up, you go low, your opponent blocks it, and then you get to, extend your pressure here. It's pretty nice. That mix up, I don't know how real I think that is, but it gets the job done. Basically, you can do like an overhead there. You can do jump S, jump H or whatever. And you can also do 2S, but I feel like it might end up being fuzzyable. Right now, a lot of people get hit by it, but it's still good if you can find a way to make them hit at the same time. It's not fuzzyable with 4-4 FRC jump P. Yeah, everybody's doing jump S, jump H right now still. So that's the problem. Is like nobody's doing like a fast, like real mix-up version of it yet. That's one thing to remember when you're watching a new character also, chat, is that some stuff that happens is probably not as good as it looks. People are not contesting it. I think the scoot there was a good example. I don't think jump S is probably real long term. It's fine either way though. Like, even if it's not real, if you can find something that is real, that's pretty good. Also, this character has to be doing quite a bit of air throws, I think, because the 6P is not bad, but there's some angles that are hard to contest otherwise. And Bridget's air movement is great. The dash speed, especially the back dash, is excellent. So you have a lot of value from that. Is unfortunate. You have a lot of value from air throws because your movement is so good. So getting to where you need to be and then air throwing is really good. Regular throw into 214S, S yo-yo here into 2S. You can make this meaty. And then you do 5H, 5H, skibbity whoop, do a little roll action, right? Then right here, this is 6P on the minion into big scoot scoot. And that's unfortunate. This spinny yo-yo one here is so good with bar. Because it's a launcher, it puts them really high up in the air. You can also RC down and like do a mix-up off of it, fast RC and like try to do command grab or tick throw setup or close slash or whatever it is. You know, when you space out like 5HH into scooter, you can actually beat it with like a button or a DP, but it's, you know, you can just not scoot. Like you can also just 5H yo-yo toss or like do nothing also, which is pretty good. Like, look at this, like 6P, scoot into break. Break is like -6, I think, at worst, right? And like from that far away, even like Jacko's just not there. Pretty nice thing to have, to be able to space that out and make it safe. Right? Pretty nice. Another thing too is that anytime the yo-yo is on you like that, the threat of whatever it's called, the threat of the air dash is very spooky. Oh, didn't get the yo-yo set. See, jump S, jump H, that's the overhead option. Even though it doesn't work, look at the risk. That is so much risk. And in the corner, when Bridget hits you, the damage is actually pretty high. So it's a little scary, you know? You get hit by anything into yo-yo, into like 2H, into roll, into a bunch of stuff. I also think Bridget's command grab is excellent, by the way. The knockdown timing on it is really good. The fact that you can do it in the air is super nice. It's a very good command grab. Little 6P scoot. Oh my god, that caught the extended hurt box. Yeah, the command grab is excellent. It's a very good command grab. One thing we haven't seen so much is this Jacko player is not counter poking with 6P that much, actually. I mean, because, you know, you have Jacko stuff you can do instead, like pulling minions and everything and throwing them and doing 2D kick or whatever you want to do. And if, you know, that's the case, it's fine, I think, as Bridget, if people are mashing 6P against you because you have 2S, or you can whiff punish with 5H. But also, you know, if they're just not doing it, you can just use your buttons however you want to use them. Yeah, that'll do it. Uh-oh. Gotta watch YRC. That's something that is like really... how good this is I think important for the character. When you set the yo-yo and you roll and your mix-up doesn't work, you can OS backdash here too, I think, with close slash, by the way. But when it doesn't work, being able to roll again is pretty nice. And there's a few setups where you can make this real, where like after your button's blocked, you can just roll again and then the yo-yo's hitting them from behind. Whether you can make it like DP safe is a good question, but you know, the ability to do that in general is pretty nice, I think. You know, it's a cool aspect of the character. Because other characters often get multiple mix-ups off of their stuff, so you know, if Bridget can do two mix-ups per thing, then that's very good. If it's only one, then it's a little bit weaker. And she has some good empty stuff because she can do jump S hits twice naturally, which is very good. And you can do jump S into jump D, and it cancels the second hit of jump S. It whiffs. And then you get to do like 2K after, which is pretty good. Also, yeah, Bridget just died. You know, it's Jacko corner pressure. This happens, whether you have a lot of life or not. Yeah, a little 6P action. This is what I mean. I don't even think this was on purpose to hit the normal. I think this was just to hit the minion, maybe. But unlike some other characters, far range normals, a little easier to counter poke against Bridget, yeah. This 5H is juicy, and on counter hit, you scoot, and you gain the whole screen. But it's pretty easy to counter poke this, even on accident like that, you see? Which is why having that really juicy 2S to beat 6Ps, I think, is very important for this character. And also the 2K. 2K is really good, and so is 2S. 2S is like... 2S being so good, I think, is juicy. It's super important. Without a strong low option, 6Ps would be really, really bad, I think. But it's very solid. Yeah, 5H there was good coverage. Because when you see this roll, if you hit 5H and Bridget like stays empty and is like full screen and you whiff 5H, you know, you might get whiff punished, but also you might be okay. Instead, 5H just covered the obvious air dash, right? I like that answer. I think stuff like that is pretty important. One of the biggest things if you're fighting against Bridget is, what do I do if the yo-yo is on me? Do I have a button I can hit that covers the roll at me and is safe if Bridget does empty roll, right? That's like one, to me, that's like the first thing I thought about as like, okay, how do I defend against Bridget? Can I like use something to beat both of those options? You know what I mean? Ooh, that was a scary whiff DP. I love that 2D just went under the yo-yo. That was probably a yo-yo toss, and Mochi got 5S right there. Is Ko a good option? Ko would, I assume, is way too slow on recovery. Is the problem. I like the one thing that Mochi's been doing a lot in this is piloting the scooter to not go all the way sometimes. So the opponent is struggling to think like, oh man, like, okay, do I throw? Is it gonna be break? Do I hit a button? Like, Mochi's been slowing down and changing the timing of, what's it called? Has been changing the timing of the scooter, which I think is cool. Zato players are gaslighting me into thinking he's mid-tier. Are they right? Well, you have the word gaslight in there, and you're using it correctly, so I think you know the answer. Wow, that caught the backdash. Actually, if Mochi did 5HH, I think that would have wall splatted. Scoots in, does not do any follow-up, gets the throw. After the yo-yo is coming back here, use roll, and then the yo-yo is keeping you in block stun on the way back, right? So then you can roll in, and then do jump D. Jump D is great because it can hit multiple times. It's got a little delay in it, so it can be hard to block, and it can hit like one overhead or mini, right? Which is pretty nice. I want you to understand something important about Zato. People don't play Zato if he's not very strong. Like, he's not a popular, like, people drop him if he's not a really strong character. Does that make sense? So, like, if Zato is not really good, people don't play him because they don't want to invest time. So, like, if Zato players are playing, then the character's cheap. If Zato players are not playing him and, like, they're like, fuck this, then he's bad. And by bad, I mean, like, not top 5. Jonathan Tene would not be playing Zato if he's bad. Jonathan would tell you, this character sucks, I'm not playing him. He dropped Soul last patch because he was like, Soul's trash. And picked Zato. That should tell you how it works. These Zato players are crafty, okay? Oh, that was a punish, actually. I caught backdash too, the 2S there. Yo-yo's coming back. It did not hit Jacko though, so it didn't really matter. This is the peskiest part about Mochi's game plan so far, is how he's been using Scooter. This Scooter was going so slow, and then he sped it up and like lands right before Jacko. So just like look at this little interaction. The Scooter's fast, it was slow, then it's fast, then it's 2K. And like the Jacko player is trying to not get counter hit by Scooter. So even though Scooter's unsafe, and both the follow-ups are unsafe, you can make Scooter like hard to interact with by doing that. Oh, this should kill. It's really annoying, actually. I think, you know, for a move that's supposed to be like unsafe, you can actually make it pretty pesky to deal with. You know what I mean? Also, yeah, this is on GGST High Levels YouTube. It's this one and Game Storage CH. Those are the two. Right, so this is more Mochi. The little red brisket hood. I wonder if you can actually combo off that and make that real on Dust there. 2P 6H is, I think, good, but it didn't reach. Also, that didn't reach there either. This is something that you have to be, I think, like, long-term is very important for the character, is recognizing when the follow-ups will not work or not. Because right here, 5H whiffs, right? And then same thing with right here, run up 5. If it was just run up 5H into scoot, little scoot, you get Oki, like you get close slash Oki. Instead, it misses. And so both times 5H is just missing. And you're losing your knockdown, right? Which is unfortunate. You want that to work. Throw there. You can tell the throw was instant because the yo-yo hits. So like if you delay your throw here, then the yo-yo will not OTG and or not hit after, and you get a better setup. If the yo-yo hits, it makes your throw Oki worse. You see that? So you can delay your throw to make that not happen to you, but then, you know, you're a little bit more susceptible to your opponent's delayed mashing or whatever they want to do. If you're canceling the spin, most people use like jump K, I think, or throw. I use jump K usually. See, that was SS confirm into scoot. I love that Mochi lets the backwalk animation rock so that you can see the yo-yo come out. This is something that I've seen Mochi do a lot too. I don't know if it's just because he doesn't have a setup off air throw yet, or if he just is like, fuck it, this looks good. But he does air throw into scoot, so then you have like Oki here, point blank, with like post slash or throw or whatever. You can combo off the throw into yo-yo, yes, but if you do that yo-yo set, you don't combo off throw. Little 2S command grab action. Like no combo, basically. Just took the Oki, I think. 5k dash, yeah. The nice thing too is, like I mentioned earlier, Bridget's, yeah, I was just gonna say, Bridget's 2k is so good. It's such a far 5-frame check. And you can use it into 6H to combo or like check buttons, or you can use it into, what's it called? You can use it into 2D, which is also very good. And 6K too, it's pretty strong. I like this idea here too, the jump out and using jump D to stall in the air. It's also, you know, pretty easy to confirm off there on counter hit, as you saw. Every time this character hits 2K 2D, by the way, too, it's just, you gotta, you know, you're dealing with a mix-up. You're dealing with a mix-up that's pretty good. So having that on every 2K 2D is pretty nice. Yeah, that was burst safe. You should probably die here, right? Behind the back whale. 5H. Oh, close slash 5H. Ouch. Yeah, the 2S into command grab was 2S canceled into command grab, yeah. I'm pretty sure it was a cancel. I don't think it was just 2S, let it whiff command grab. What up, Shings? Slingshot, Skelter. You can also do, oh my god, you are so dead. You can also do like bar slash command grab. That works too on block. This is what happens to this character. That's why everybody is like, hold up. What's good with Bridget? Bridget is like sick, got all these cool tools, you're getting mixed, you're like, this is spooky, and then this happens, and you're like, oh, okay, hold on. Wait a minute. It's funny because, yeah, I think this character has a lot of good stuff, and then you watch that, and you're like, oh, true. True, I didn't think of that. I wonder if charge 6H would have killed there. Probably hard to know the exact wall health if though, right? So that makes it tough. Yeah, Bridget's command grab is great. I think it's a really strong command grab. The offense after is quite good too, which is really nice. Oh, that's unfortunate. It was airborne hit close slash too. Oh my god. You can just do the normal jump cancel corner carry route off that too. You can do 6H counter hit into I think there was an idea there. I don't know what it was, but you can do 6H counter hit into run up close slash jump S air dash, you know, jump S jump H, etc. Like, and just get a bajillion corner carry and damage off of counter hit 6H. And counter, it works off counter hit far slash as well, or close slash rather. Ooh, that was an important air dash. This is like the scariest thing for sure. Yeah, I tried to bait the burst. Although the buttons are very good and, like, you know, I think they're super strong, obviously. Yeah. They are a little bit more susceptible to getting poked than characters like Ram. Or, like, honestly, even it feels like Testament almost. I feel like it's easier to poke against this character or jump against this character. I guess those two are more similar. Ram is, like, a little different. Damn, the scoot to get the punish. Maybe it was even chip, though. I don't know if it said punish. What up, Kemjo? A little easier to counter poke this character, it feels like, than others, but the buttons are so good. It's like, when you hit this character's buttons, you feel the power. You know what I mean? You're like, damn. Oh, that could have been so bad. I'm also not sold on the 6P cancels. Like, having 6P into scoot doesn't seem like the best answer. Maybe yo-yo toss is better. I should look. If you don't have yo-yo, though. Car super? Oh, no. Oh, car super. I love the Roger drop, PRC, jump D to try to stall in the air. There was like a plan and a half here to just get away from this 2H. I haven't seen Mochi hit much 2H either. I think 2H is also great. It's a very useful thing. It's a little scary maybe against Mei though. With how her buttons are, it might be too risky to swing with. It depends on the character's air approach. Yeah, 2H is so good. The thing about 2H, right, is that your cancel options, whether you've done yo-yo or not, are excellent. Because yo-yo has, like, yo-yo is a great cancel option, obviously. But then you also have roll. And if they're in the air, 2H into scoot or 2H into yo-yo or 2H into roll are all good. Like, all of those options are really strong. We're gonna get another scoot. Vertical dolphin after is so funny. I think this can kill. Oh, okay. It could have killed there if it was a confirm. Like, if it was 2S. Nice air throw, Jesus. If it was 2S into scoot counter hit into RC into combo, that's one thing that I think is like the next thing that people will have to get good with this character is turning their counter hit neutral buttons into bigger damage when you have bar. You don't always want to do it, but it's pretty good actually in a lot of scenarios. You can turn counter hit 2S, far slash, or 5H into a lot of damage with 50 meter. Dude. These air throws have been juicy. You also have to mix up, one thing about playing this character for sure, you have to mix up regular yo-yo toss with 214S, because if you only throw the version of yo-yo that doesn't have a hitbox, right? If you only throw 214S, then, you know, people will always, that was fucked up. People will always challenge, right? Because if every time you end this string, if you only throw 214S, it has no hitbox. So like, you know, the opponent could like dolphin you or like hit a button or do whatever, right? But if you're doing 236S sometimes and 214S other times, and you mix it up, then it's much better, because if you're throwing a hitbox, people are scared. And then if you don't throw a hitbox the other time, then you can actually set it up a little bit more. You know what I mean? So it's just something to think about. And yeah, this is messed up. Like rolling in for a jump S, 2K, tick throw. That's pretty tough. How come I never seen Killing Machine? I don't know. Maybe it's like, you know, people have different value in different things early on, especially. So maybe Mochi's just not a Killing Machine fan. Mochi's not a 2H gamer and not a Killing Machine fan, it seems like. Those are two moves that Mochi is not using very much. Look at that. I mean, that command grab is great. I think it's so good. Having so much time on knockdown to set up, being able to set up yo-yo or be able to just like raw safe jump is really good. Killing Machine is Roger super. I mean, it's a homing, it's a tracking range super, right? So like that reason alone makes it good, I think. Like, and this character builds a lot of bar, so I think for some characters, spending meter on something like that is not the best, but this character builds like a ton of meter just by existing, because you just attack so much and you're doing special moves and stuff all the time. You build meter so incredibly quickly. Like, I mean, just even a simple string like that, look at how much bar that built without even finishing the combo. Like, this is maybe 25% of the second bar. Look at how much bar this builds. And that could have been like scoot at the end too. And I mean, now you have full meter. Like, you build a lot. Yeah, it's also plus on block too. Yeah, Killing Machine. It's great. I mean, it's tracking. You can use it to punish a lot of things. The damage on it's not excellent, but it's also like the utility is really good. I cannot believe that the burst didn't hit that, actually. I thought it would catch the hurt box of the far slash. Yeah, Mochi, the way Mochi pilots the scooter is very good. That's like one of the most impressive things to me, because He constantly pilots it just out of range where like you're like, oh, I'm not gonna get hit, right? I'll be okay. And then like the scooter does hit you, or like it whiffs like shallow, and then he gets to go for like a button or whatever after, and you're like, god damn it. But yeah, we are getting dolphin. Mochi is getting, there's a rabid animal trying to murder him. Vertical dolphin, yeah, you're dead. Oh, not quite? Oh, man. This is still so bad, though. All right, chance. Okay. Oh. That was good air there. Mochi DPs. Just not that often, because, I mean, think about the life of this character. If you're wrong, you're so dead. Like, it's so bad to be wrong if your DP gets hit. Like, you should DP, but obviously, yeah, I mean, it's very scary. You just die if you're wrong. Look at the corner carry on this and the meter build. A throw mid-screen into this 2S, 5H, 5H, roll in, 2K, 2D, a little scoot action. Like, you get to do so much. You build so much bar. It's great. This is the thing about this character, is that the better people get with the pressure and the more real the mix-ups become and the tighter it gets, the more those scenarios will be terrifying because this character is already building so much bar. Oh, that did a lot. That did a lot of damage. Oh, you're so fucked. Yeah, that did a lot. This character builds a shit ton of meter. It's really nice. I think it's partially because you get to attack with your normals so much, and you get to do so many special moves. It's just you now have to convert the meter into... Oh wow, that was yo-yo hit from behind there. You have to convert the meter into plausible damage or pressure, right? So that's like the next part. I think most people so far are not... They're not there yet. You know what I mean? So far, everybody's like learning how to play the character, and the struggle part, the next part is, all right, how do I find all of the best setups in Oki so that every time I get a knockdown, I can do some nasty shit to my opponent. That's the part that's like, you know, you got to figure out next if you're Mochi or whoever. Oh, that was definitely super, right? Had to be done. Scoot scoot. Oh, tried the little scoot scoot throw, and every Mei player holds up back in the corner. Unless they're Slash, I think. They're not trying to block. They're like, my buttons in the air are so good, I'm just gonna up back. But yeah, that's where like I think Mochi and most people are. Like, Mochi is not sitting in training mode finding the greatest setups of all time yet. Like, it's a little bit more focused on learning the character and moving around with them. The setups and all that other stuff, like, we'll get there eventually. But yeah, that was a lot of Mochi footage. Let's watch some Kazunoko. So this is Churara versus Kazunoko. Churara, if you guys don't know, has been playing a lot of Bridget as well. And Kazunoko is, yeah, obviously playing a ton. And what's it called? For that reason, like, you know, Churara has been playing this character. My assumption is that Churara was like, maybe... I don't know if he was playing Kai and saw Kazunoko, or if he was like, oh, I should just try this matchup. Yeah, Mochi is a Bridget player. Like, you know, before this game. He's been playing Bridget since Third Strike. First edition. Sajam bump. For real. Kara Super. If you guys don't know about this, by the way, I'll explain it, because this is something important with Bridget that you have to do. When you get a wall splat with Bridget and you do a little scoot scoot, you can cancel your scoot scoot with the Kara to get a super. So the way it works is when you do this motion, it's quarter circle forward kick to do the scoot. And then after you do quarter circle forward kick, if you do the super input and then Kara with P into S for super, or K into S, then you can Kara the ending of the move into your super. Quarter circle forward kick, and then you do half circle back forward into P into S or K into S. It's very good. Having that option is super nice. Man, what a burst from Kazunoko to keep the corner. And then does command grab again. Wow, that didn't kill? I'm shocked. So yeah, you can just do quarter circle forward. Well, I guess the input I would do is quarter circle forward kick, half circle back on the scoot into P into S. That's what I do, I guess, now that I think about it. It's pretty easy. If you try it in training mode, just like go in neutral and go all the way across the screen and then do scooter and then just try to Kara super. It's not so bad. This is the setup I've seen a lot of people do, by the way, which is close slash into yo-yo. A lot of people Kara the yo-yo toss. 2K, 6K, scoop break, and then the yo-yo pulls back to make the break plus. I've seen this setup a lot, actually. A lot of people seem to like this as like an auto, like you just keep it tight string. Seems pretty good. 2K, 6K, little scoop break, just to like do something that's like simple and keeps it tight. Is there a gap between 2K, 6K? There might be, huh? Oh, this should be a big combo, but that's a drop. 2K 6K is interesting. I don't know actually if 2K 6K scoop break is fully tight. I'm not sure. Also, I talked about this earlier, but like 5HH scoot, you can hit a 5-frame button to trade with this. Or you can DP it, I think. So, but obviously, you know, they might not scoot. Like if you're just mashing reversal DP on 5H, you know, it might not happen. So you gotta be careful. Yeah, 2K2D has a gap. A lot of characters 2K2Ds have gaps though. It's not I like Gold Lewis, Testament as examples, right? Like a lot of characters 2K2Ds have gaps. Oh wow, took the super to break the wall. Interesting. Oh, what a TP. Yeah, that was actually safe. I'm pretty sure because Kaz got counter hit. It means like he hit a button after, which means it was not a punish. One thing that's really good actually. Oh wow, that comboed the yo-yo. That was interesting. One thing that's really good, I think, is doing the air version of the roll for those combos, but Kazunoko is not doing it. I'm seeing some people do it, but the air version of the roll is pretty solid. Or dash into roll. A lot of people do that too now. I don't know which is better. People will have to figure out which version of like the knockdown on 2D into roll is the best. I also think after 5HH, you have to be careful about Stun Dipper. I don't know if raw Stun Dipper is a punish. It might be range dependent. And also you have to be careful because if you do 5HH into yo-yo toss, I think Stun Dipper always beats it. Dead. Do I think Churara plays too risky for tournament? Nah, he'll be fine. That's fucked up. That's what I mean. I brought this up earlier, the yo-yo toss angle. When you're like up in the air, this diagonal angle, like you kind of have to 6P it, right? But this is like such a good answer. You know what I mean? Like it's so good, like. Yeah, that'll hit you. Oh, I'm surprised that didn't hit, actually. It must have been 2-4S, right? Oh, no. Wow. Maybe you have to delay it there. Yo-yo toss. Oh, that's a cool combo. Oh, missed the end. Oh, that's unsafe. Yeah, if you OTG with that, you get smoked. You can DP to beat the bear drop, yeah. But then, obviously, you can get in trouble. I imagine Stun Dipper is very hard to deal with because it beats, I would assume, it beats the scooter and it beats the projectile. Because it's it should be fast enough to do both. I don't know if that's, oh my god. I don't know if that's actually the case, but like the frame data says it should be fine. Right? Because you need to hit a 5-frame move to interrupt. Good air throw. Right? So, you know. In theory, it should be okay, but it probably depends because if you're too close, or if you're too far, Stun Dipper won't hit on frame 5. That's cheap. That is cheap. That command grab is sick. What a fucking tight command grab. And roll is very useful for that too. I think the better people get with movement, one thing that you have to do with this character is throw the yo-yo and then roll and then empty, like go shallow and then beat 6Ps with your 2S or another button. Like that's something that's very important, I think, to be honest. We haven't really seen a lot of it so far, but people will get better at anti-airing that move. Oh, interesting idea. Yeah, you get the roll here. Double overhead. Time to go low. Yeah, I would have gone low too. I'd imagine if you're close after 5HH, whether it's because of IB or because of spacing, then it's pretty bad for Bridget. But you don't have to do the ender. You can probably try some other stuff. This stun dipper seems like a problem move though, for sure. It's useful against any kind of archetype that wants to hold space at that range and use projectiles. I mean, it's good against Testament for similar reasons. 2H maybe? Oh, you should be dead either way. Like when you throw the fireball with Testament at the same kind of range where Bridget does 5HH, and then you want to do the crow, like Stun Dipper is very, very scary option, right? So it's the same kind of idea. Ah, damn, those just 2 moves did so much damage. Yeah, that beat the scooter. That is something that I imagine is going to be a problem for sure. Any character who has good checks on the roll / scooter and who can contest with the far buttons well, I think will be very, very well suited to fight this character. But there's probably not that many that have fantastic options for both. Probably unlikely. Yeah, Wake Up Stun Dipper went under 5H. Pretty good move these Kai players have. Nice. Wow, that dodged the fireball. One thing about this character, actually, to talk about that, I just saw that there, and it just reminded me. This character's 2K does not really low profile in the same way that like Testament 2K or Happy Chaos 2K, Axel 2K does. Yeah, that seems like a good solution to the command grab also. What's it called? Just regular throwing it? Seems pretty useful. Oh. Dead. You can regular throw it, it seems like a good solution. KV did that, and I've seen more people doing that. When I was watching matches, I noticed a lot of people doing it, whether it was on accident or on purpose. Seems like a pretty solid option. Again, 6Ps against the disjointed hurt boxes, right? This seems like a useful part about any character, but like obviously Kai is a great 6P. But the yo-yos are not disjointed until way later, right? So poking against them is good. This is why I think in a lot of matchups, particularly characters with very good 6Ps or extended hurt boxes or hitboxes, 2S is like such an important button, right? We saw Kazunoko hit 2S like 100 times in the other round. And I think it's for that reason. He wants something to like deal with 6P. So he uses, see there's a 2S there. He uses the 2S to deal with that. It's a good answer, I think. Yeah, the yo-yos are not disjointed until later on. The noise Bridget makes when she does the drop is so funny. Kazunoko is a command grab gamer, huh? He's really doing it. You kind of need to though. I think if you don't have the yo-yo set up for a bro, chill. If you don't have the yo-yo set up for like a roll situation, then you kind of need to. It's like strike throw with command grab, right? So those are your primary mix-ups. He was zooming. Yeah, that combo was seems like it's burst safe, huh? Like the 2S after. That seems nice. He bursted it earlier on like a close slash version of the route that Kazunoko did. Oh, it whiffed. He might have still been plus though, because of the air block stun. This setup is obviously where you gotta guess. But when the yo-yo's not on you for high-low, the rest of Bridget's pressure, to me anyway, seems a little linear. Is maybe, ooh, the BRC kind of made that sloppy. It's a very standard strike throw game, but you can just use that opportunity to crank risk and then back up and hold space, which I think is also a fine alternative to, you know, take the pressure with the character. You don't need some like overhead or low there. You can just do a close slash, do a 2S, get out of there, take the risk, and then be vibing. Oh, I'm surprised that comboed actually. Wow. That's one thing that when I was talking about this character's long term, that's one thing that I think is very important, right? Is how consistently you can make that knockdown lead to the game, like a game-winning scenario. Because outside of the yo-yo being on top of you for like the air dash mix-up, you know, this pressure right here, for instance, is not that scary. It's just a little, it's very standard. Like, you know, you do your string, you push them away kind of pressure. The animation on that roll is so funny. The hit of the roll where both the yo-yo's being held in both hands. This is what I meant about extending these kinds of routes earlier. Far slash or 5H counter hit or 2S counter hit. Confirms like into roll. These are very important. Having like routes and combos off this that make your mid-screen hits threatening into a setup is very important for this character, I think. That's one thing that people will have to get good at. Confirming far slash or 2S or 5H into scoot into RC when you have bar. The anti-air damage is pretty good, especially if you get a 2H starter. If you get like 6P, it's not that much. It's mostly just like 6P into scoot into follow-up. Oh, another thing too is like that right there is a counter hit that could be really, really damaging, right? Because off 5H with the yo-yo behind like this, you don't even have to do scoot. You can just roll in and not spend any bar and do a combo off this, right? So you don't even need to do this part. I mean, you know, it's fine. That's great if you don't have the bar. But look at the damage. Damage is solid off of 5H mid-screen and you get a wall break. But I think long-term, it's probably even better to like take that damage without spending the bar and then get into the corner and then spend the bar on like wall splat super or something, right? Yeah, right here, Stun Dipper RC is, you know, it's life. It's the universe. It's everything. Oh no, that'll do it. Kickstart my heart. Yeah, I just call it scoot. You can call it something else. But I think scoot is easy to say. It's also like, I don't know the name of her roll, but I just call it roll. It's called rolling movement. Okay, roll is perfect. I try to use things that are obvious, and like, you know, when I say it, it just sounds like, okay, I could see that. Yeah, I like that. She says rock the baby, so you know, at least you know. I also think one thing about Bridget that seems like it could be very good is routing to be burst safe with extended 2H into like H yo-yo combos and stuff. I think that's probably something that you can do actually to be pretty burst safe, especially after command grab in the corner. Man, the escape was pretty good until right there. The command grab in the corner, I think, is particularly good for that. You can like command grab and then RC back and then do like 2H, H yo-yo toss, like 2H again, and like be pretty safe to burst. Yep. Throw is the answer. Seems pretty good. Probably not always easy to do though. Which is, it's kind of like the answer to leaf throw, yeah. Yo-yo toss, 2H, roll. I like this combo. This is a cool combo. I don't love the ending, but everything else seems good. Oh, nice. That's not going to work, though, huh? It's because he actually could have just done the scoot follow-up. He didn't have to, like, I think he overthought it, basically. Because if he just did scoot into shoot, then it would have wall splat, right? Oh no. You could have killed... Wow, that works anyway. Could have killed without spending the bar early too. Yeah, it's early, so not everybody's doing the right combos. I mean, like, I feel the same way. I don't know the right combo for every situation with this character either. I find myself constantly thinking, like, what do I do here? Like, you know, I need to do what now? One thing also, too, about juggles is anytime, if this character does a juggle and you do 2H into S, 2 and 4S yo-yo, you can safe jump off of that, even in the middle of the screen. So even if you're doing, like, extended combos into that, it's pretty good, I think. I kind of don't love the ending of this combo. Yeah, I feel like there's got to be a way to make that a little better. You know what I mean? Like, there's got to be a way to make the ending of this not like 2K yo-yo toss, right? Like, I don't really love this roll into... There's got to be a way to make this better. I even think maybe if you could just do close slash 2S2H yo-yo set, that's maybe better. I don't know if you can get close slash here after the dash. But there's probably a better way to do it. You know what I mean? But that's a good example of something where, like, it's clear Kazunoko found something and was like, all right, this will do. It's still early. We're like, every one of these hits needs to be turned into like the best version of whatever her best setup is, and like you're just not there yet. Like, people have to find what's the best setup, and then okay, how do we make the best setup happen off of as many hits as possible, and then turn that best setup into as many hits in a row as you can, right? This is the kind of character where optimizing with that in mind is very important. It's gonna take some time. Yeah, you don't need the best combos. You just need your Oki to be real, you know? You just need good, real Oki. That matters. That was air throw. Oh god. That's the scariest scenario. God damn. That hurts so much. Stun Dipper it's interesting because in this matchup we haven't seen Bridget's normals be as useful. Right? Because Stun Dipper is such a big threat and Kai's grounded buttons are so good. One of the few matchups we've seen Bridget's normals not look nearly as threatening so far, yeah. A lot of the strengths of Kai's kind of anti-fireball game there. Having Stun Dipper be a threat, very useful. Yes, this is a good example of the kind of routing I was talking about to be burst safe. Tap dust, RC away, yo-yo set, 2H, roll into air dash back, jump H. Like, look at how far you are, right? Yo-yo hits, roll, jump H again, 2S, 5H, like very far away. And the ability to remain, you know, out of range from burst from most of the hits is pretty good, right? It's like a pretty nice thing to have. There might be a way to find a burst timing to make this not work, but it's probably pretty specific. Yeah, see? Okay, there it is. It's probably just the timing is quite hard. And you have to, like, know the route. KV played some sets. We can watch some brisket. Duel 1. Good old Walter. I like that Walter puts triple exclamation point in the name, by the way. I'm a big fan. That shit is juicy. Also, by the way, I like the burst timing here on 6H, so you know you're not going to get burst baited most likely. And I love 2H. 2H, look at the pose Bridget makes. 2H is juicy. When you have yo-yo out especially, honestly, it's good either way. If you do 2H into yo-yo toss or 2H into command dash when you already have yo-yo out, it's so good. If somebody air blocks your 2H, you're so plus. If they don't air block it, even if it's on the ground, yo-yo toss is good anyway. Like, so you get the combo there either way. So 2H is like, it's a real gamer's move, I gotta say. I love 2H. I'm a big fan. It's so useful. Oh, I don't know if you're dead. Kara Super? It is Millia, but not quite. Get a little save jump action? No, just throw the yo-yo. Rolling. That almost chipped, by the way. Okay, that just missed. Roger, where are you going? This drunk fucking bear driver Just went the complete wrong way. Oh no. Oh, I'm surprised that was no H div. Winger? Oh no. Wait, did Walter not have bar? Wait. Didn't believe Winger would kill? I think Winger would have killed, right? Oh, well, that works too. What up, big girl? Happy birthday, by the way. I like air dash back. This is something I think you need to use when you hit 5H. If this hits, you can just like combo off this. You can do 5H rolling, like the roll can hit, you can combo, do whatever. If it doesn't hit, air dash back is great because most of the time people will try to 6P or anti-air your roll. And then they, you know, they're doing that. So that allows you to reset and go for something else, right? Or alternatively, you can, what's it called? Alternatively, you can do like whiff jump K and then go for something else. Scoot super. Oh, missed the Kara super. Yeah, Vicarious. It's really good. Also, notice KV is getting so much mileage out of far/S. A lot of times, far/5H like won't always combo into HH, right? So you do have to be careful about that. So far/slash is great. It's also very useful, and you can scoot in after and get pressure anyway, right? So it's pretty useful to have. I like the roll to get out of there. HH there hits 5K, 6K, a little yo-yo toss. That is tragic. Look at this yo-yo toss, right? Whiffs 5K, has time to 6P, roll, combo with jump S, 5K. I don't even know if this 2D would have hit, to be honest, maybe. But then the burst anyway. Super. This does a ton. Boom, on Millia anyway. It doesn't do that much on everybody else. Oh no. Roger was high flying. Dude, that was tight. Yo-yo toss, 5H, H, command dash, right? So rolling, double jump, Roger super, which tracks, and Millia gets hit. You know, you don't want to get chipped here. And then scoot right in. It's plus the Roger super, so it's pretty useful to have. Having a plus on block super that's tracking seems pretty good, right? KV uses it a lot. I think more than most people. And so like yesterday people were asking like, is the killing machine super even good? I think you'll see the, you know, KV uses it more than almost anybody else, I think. So you'll see if there's any merit to it, you'll find it here. It's really good at deleting other projectiles, actually. That's probably the biggest strength of it, to be honest. Yeah, it's not quite Crusader Wall, but it's the same idea. Nice chase down. That was actually really far. Yeah, right there, that mix-up for Millia is not that scary. She's so far away that you can't really get anything that's that scary, right? It's mostly just like empty in front or whatever. Also, this situation I think is worth talking about. When you block jump S, it's so scary too because jump S, first of all, hits twice, right? So jump S is a double hitting overhead. The other thing about jump S is you can cancel jump S with jump D or jump H and make it hit once and then go low. So you can do jump S, jump H, like a Gatling, or jump S, jump D Gatling, and then do 2K to go low after. 6H in a yo-yo toss is really good also. I think there's a gap, but I don't think you can 6P it. Maybe from farther away it's possible, but I don't think you can 6P between the hits, that's really good. That's a really nice thing to have. Because you would assume that 6P yo-yo toss would not be that good, right? Or 6H yo-yo toss, rather. But I'm pretty sure you cannot. Dash up super. I think the lower you hit this, the more damage it does, is what I've heard. So it might be worth trying to delay your yo-yo hit to get it lower to the ground. Oh, that's cheap. That move is also really good. The Roger drop is, I don't know the official name, but it's so useful. because it allows you to change your jump arc, and oftentimes you can cross up with it. It also will beat 6Ps. So like if you air dash or dash at someone or jump at them, and then you like come in at an angle where they want a 6P, which is most of the time, it will just beat them. Like it's very good for that. Roger Azuna, yeah, basically right. Apple's cheating. Nice. Full 2S. With meter there, Bad Moon is pretty scary, so the low option equally as spooky. Yeah, Capel is a cheating move for sure. Nice. I like the... This is something that's very good, is like throwing the yo-yo, and then after the yo-yo's out, retreating, and then coming back in to attack onto the yo-yo, right? So the idea is like, you throw the yo-yo in front of you, and then you retreat so that, you know, your opponent wants to advance, and then you go back to the yo-yo on it. It's good because a lot of times if you throw the yo-yo at them and then attack, like people expect it. But if you back up, it's harder for people to be ready for it, right? Because, you know, they're not thinking about it. The best thing about the yo-yo is when Bridget attacks and then the catching of the yo-yo. So like the noise of the yo-yo like landing on your hand is very good. I'm surprised about the burst here. Yeah, this is not a winning round probably. Yeah, when the yo-yo's behind you, actually, it's great because it lets you jump and then you can command dash back and go away back to the yo-yo where it's safe. Wow, I actually couldn't believe she got the corner there. I thought Bridget was like back to the wall. That sucked. Active frames of Lust Shaker truly being a hater there. Jump D, 6H, air to air. Ooh, I think that far slash is not a bad idea. I think probably could have done like dash up 5k 6H, but far slash would have been juicier if it hit. Look at the risk. Oh, you're dead. That you are so dead. The risk cranks so much. This thing about Bridget is like her meter gain and risk cranking is really good. Because like, you know, Millia, obviously when she blocks, her risk goes up faster than most characters, but even on characters who are not like that, the amount of risk you build is so much. You have like tons of, yeah, safe jump. Punish. You have tons of multi-hitting moves, and you just attack from so far away most of the time that it's hard for characters to contest. So you get to just like do tons of like super like far away hits that are hard to deal with, and the risk is high. And then once you get in, like if you do close slash 2S 5H, scooter RC close slash 2S 5H, the risk that you get off that is so high. 2H, yeah. 2H is so good. It covers the air and the ground, and it has good cancels off of it. It's like such a useful poke. Especially against a character like Millia, who's going to try to escape in the air a lot, right? Like, 2H is great for that. I also like that, too. Using jump H as an air-to-air. Jump H is really, what's it called? Yeah, look at the risk. Jump H is a really good air-to-air option. That was a slight miss. I think that combo could have almost killed, or maybe even killed. But, you know, I'm sure not everybody has labbed air-to-air all the way up in the sky. What's it called? Hits yet. Full risk confirms with Bridget. Yeah, jump H is basically straight horizontal as a poke in the air. So good for air-to-airing. It's like that. It's like Millia jump S, where it's just like this straight horizontal hitbox that you can just tag someone with. Wow, I'm actually surprised that 6B hit. That was so tall. A little 2K, 6K action. Scoot scoot. Oh, wall slump. I see. Yeah, because it was the yo-yo, right? That sucks. That could have been the kill, because the whatever it's called was going to snap on the wall anyway. Little Roger action. Lets you set out the yo-yo. It also, it's good because it also checks you in neutral, the Roger super. Damn, 2P. Challenging. Uh-oh, dead. Yeah, the Bridget 6B seems like it hits really high. I haven't looked at the hitbox of it, but it seems like it anyway. Oh, that was a good try. I bet you that works on light characters if you do it fast. I think, what's it called? KV only got the first hit, question mark? Or the second hit rather. Nice. So it's harder to confirm that. Yeah, see, you can do that mix up where you do jump S one hit, second hit you do jump. That is, having an air command grab is cheating, you know that? Having an air command grab is fucked up. It's definitely cheating. Oh, nice. I like that idea. Wow, it didn't break the wall. Nice. I like that to get out of the corner. Flies all the way back. What's good? I'm over here now. My people need me. Nice. I think that punished the whiff at the end, yeah? Yep. That was actually a punish on... This is the next video I was going to open. That was actually a punish on the end of Lush Shaker there, too. The zoning at the end there was tough. This matchup, I imagine, is so annoying for Soul. I have to imagine this shit is, like, really pesky. Because this character is just flying around the screen. Just doing nasty shit to you like that. Oh, the yo-yo hit on the way back and messed up the confirm. Do not forget to subscribe. I watch this channel, all the replay uploaders I watch all the time. Not just for this game, but like for everything. There's a channel for KOF that only uploads like Shanghai stream highlights. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? If you play KOF, you probably know what I'm talking about. There's like one channel that's all they do. Cheating. I'm telling you, having an air command grab is cheating. That's cheating, straight up. If you want to cheat, you can play this character. Characters for cheaters. Yeah, it probably will catch backdash if you do it right away. Bridget has a couple of things that are very important against Soul, though. I think having a good low like 2S is very important, and 2K, a 5-frame 2K against Soul is really good. Because he is not very good. Wow, that made the YRC whiff. He's not very good at contesting low pokes. In general, most of his best options are quite weak to lows. Right? So his 6S, his far slash. Honestly, most of his pokes. Oh, I think shoot might have killed there, but I mean, that'll do it too. He's not the best at it. He kind of has to 2S to try and beat it, but 2S is lower reward than his other pokes and options, right? So he doesn't really like, oh my god, that 2D just went under. I think 2S and 2H are my two favorite buttons with this character. You can see the value of both of them, I think, in this set here. Baited. Boom. Like that, this sequence alone, you know, is a great example of why these moves are all so good. Like 2H, look at this. Not only is it an anti-air, but because the yo-yo's out, you can just roll and then get pressure off of it. And then 2S is just this really strong ranged check on lows. It's pretty fast. It's like 11, right? You can meaty with 2S instead of close slash if you want. It's not bad either. So if you do the scooter after a knockdown and then do 2S will beat 5-frame buttons and catch backdash. So it's pretty good for that. Roger is just, he's drunk. He's just fucking high flying. I'm still playing Gold Dust. I'm playing Bridget for fun and also because I'm a commentator. So I learn all of the DLC characters. Oh, I like that idea. Scoot in and then the yo-yo comes back and hits on the way. Didn't quite happen, but... Oh my god, that was safe to Vortex there. Wow. I'm kind of surprised about that. That sucks if you're Soul. That's also what makes 2S useful too. It's good against Vortex, it's good against 6S, it's good against Far Slash. Man. Oh no, wrong super. Maybe that was supposed to be Yo-Yo Toss or something. I think this should kill, yeah. You did too much. All I had to be was like DP, right? I think that was one of those like less is more. Oh, that'll do it. That could have killed, but KV was conscious of burst. That was pretty smart. It cost the round, but this was like supposed to be burst, right? So scoot, shallow scoot break was like, I'm worried about you doing burst there. I did play Happy Chaos for a little bit, yeah. I actually think that Happy Chaos fits my playstyle quite well because his biggest strength is his mid-range buttons, right? So like, I would like to play him simply because I think I would enjoy the mid-range buttons, and he's just like super solid. He also doesn't really get zoned out. Bam. But I played him for a little bit. I think he's fun. I stopped playing him though because I was like, this is cool, but it's not the most fun character. I think that's why you have to throw a lot of, especially in block strings, you have to throw so much 236S, which KV has been doing. Oh, good lord. But Climbatize still Vortex that time. I like that DP. That was a good challenge. Oh, 5H got low profile there. Nice. That was good. Spent the meter to win the neutral interaction there. Ooh, that was a whiffed roll. A little whiffed rolly, and that'll cost you. Wow, the pushback on that Bannerbringer was so far. Nice. That keeps happening to me too. You try to do the yo-yo toss, and then you get whatever it's called instead. You get super. Yeah, 2K is... Oh, miss roll again. 2K is juicy. It's so useful to have a 5-frame low against Soul. Nice whip punish. See that rolling into the 2S there? That will catch backdash. It's a good option. Damn. Wow. I cannot believe that. First of all, recovered. And second of all, the DP timing. And it denied Vortex RC. Not going to hit the wall. Yep. Jump H was great there, too. Jump H seemed pretty useful for tagging Gunflame, actually. I don't think Jump S would have worked. Oh, that'll do it. Oh, if that was, well, if that was Scoot, it would have broke the wall. Yeah, maybe like air dash back. Oh, one thing that's important about Bridget, about this 5-frame 2K, it does not low profile. So if your character is 2K low profiles, you can hit 2K and just go under this. This is like, you know, very good for certain characters, right? You can just low profile the follow up for BR, but it does not work with Bridget's. Oh no. Didn't get clean hit DP or that would have been mega damage. The risk is so high. Man. Oh, nice air throw. That was a lot of risk. Baited. That sucks. And that was a good confirm, too. Oh, lost the corner on accident. Roger really did not do enough there. He did so little damage. Nice. That was probably supposed to be anti-air 5K run, and then that would have been plus, but because Bridget blocked it on the ground, it was not plus anymore. Yeah, Roger did no damage there. He really is not cutting his own weight. And he doesn't even seem like a very heavy bear. This looks so annoying. Please help me. Oh, I was gonna say, I don't know if this is gonna work. Oh, punish. It could have been bigger, but I think maybe it was expecting RC. Conscious of the DP again. You may wonder, like, how do you get away with so many rolls? Like, you watch Bridget players, and you're like, how does KV get away with so many rolls? When I roll, it always gets 6 speed. It's because KV is also canceling into scooter or canceling into roll and then nothing. Like, roll and then, like, baits the movement option, right? So, like, right there, like, rolled in and then did 5k. You see that? Right? This is a good example, right? So, last time it was regular roll. This time it's roll, air dash, back. You see how Soul tried to anti-air and then did Roger drop? So, like, if you don't always do, like, the regular command dash, it can throw people off and make it so that they don't know when to challenge. And then when they do try to, like, you know, do something else, and they're like, okay, you're not going to roll in, fine. Like that, you get the hit. You see that? Yeah, that sucks. This could have killed, I think, if it was the air loop, but I think playing it safe is also fine because you have the meter and the kill. Yeah, you can do stuff like throw the yo-yo and then do roll, whiff, jump K, or right there, jump H was great too. Look at this. Throw the yo-yo, roll into jump H. It beat the 6S. Pretty solid option. For Coyote, what up, Coyote? Thanks for the 17. Why Maze theme? I think the channel just like puts random themes on, basically. They probably like turn off the audio in the game, the music, and then they pick songs themselves, is my guess. Oh, that sucks. Only got the second hit of close slash again. Yeah, you can delay the roll too. You can hold the button and then the roll doesn't come out right away. Particularly for Soul, it's pretty useful to bait the anti-air because his 5k has a lot of whiff recovery, right? So if even right there you saw the recovery on hit and no cancel, if you don't do anything with it, it has really bad recovery actually. Oh, no clean hit. Oh, that traded, yep. That was scary. Because if KV ran up and did a low attack, that move is going to get low profile. If that was like 2S, I think KV was aware of DP though. God damn, that does so much damage to this character. Oh, that's bad. That could have been super for Climbatize and then... Okay, this is pretty hard to win. Oh, that sucks that that didn't reach too. Oh no, that burst is rough. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is now a one chance game. Oh, nice. Yeah, kind of had to burst there. Not much you can do. The fact that 2K doesn't low profile that is so wild, actually. It's very surprising that this character's 2K is not a low profile move. Yeah, I think I might have bursted there too. Like, what the fuck is happening? I'm also okay with Justice coming back if Justice plays nothing like old Justice. Okay, Climbatize has started to just hit 5k every time. I think the recognition is like, I'm just gonna do this every time because if you don't roll, like I'm okay with like whatever whiff happens, you know? It's like, fuck it. Which I think finding good ways to whiff punish people trying to anti-air you is pretty important with this character. I like the held roll there to try to bait it. Ooh, jump H might have hit there. This is real scary. There's a lot of risk gauge up there. I think it might be worth doing roll with jump K. I think roll with jump K is fast enough. Does this work? No, right? Yeah, I was gonna say. I think it's hard to make that work. I think roll with jump K is fast enough to bait the 5K probably. That might be worth doing. Nice. That 6P seems like all reliable. I like the shallow roll in there too, just to be respectful of DP and stay far away. Oh god. She might be dead. Okay. Roger drop, nice. I was gonna say we didn't see it last time. Probably the option that's gonna come out. Six B yo-yo set. Yep. I like no yo-yo toss at the end there to respect Vortex being an option. That move has a surprisingly hard to deal with hitbox. Like when it falls, it's pretty pesky. Oh, I think that could have been 5K, 6K scooter maybe, but it might not have comboed at that range. It's hard to say. That's probably the next thing to investigate. If I was like Bridget gaming 24/7, I would figure out how to make yo-yo toss roll with a button, attack the whiff. This is the video. If you want to find any of these videos, there's 2 replay upload channels that I recommend for Strive. It's Game Storage CH and GGST replays, high level replays. I am fine with anybody who uploads replays from the in-game replay, like CFN or the replay stuff. As long as you're not stealing footage from somebody's stream, I don't care. As someone who watches a lot of Guilty Gear, not very many people just upload long sets to their YouTube, and like it's miserable. I just want to watch matches.